We got an hour. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a good clap. That was a good time.
It's on me. What up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to the gas station. This week, back with the normal crew as is. Your boy Tyler, Wh1te T.
What up?
The Glenjamin. We're here. I think this is episode...
I don't know.
30X?
Maybe. Well, we're up there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So we definitely have a
For real.
yeah, we have a catalog. Definitely check that out. You can catch us from the jump. We're part of Hibyrd Productions, along with Matt and Andy and Matt. And let's try something new. Incredible podcast. A like, a subscribe, a share, hit the notification button. However you stream your podcast, we are there for you. We can also be found on YouTube. But yeah, great to getting. Oh my gosh, it's great to get your guys' feedback. You know, it's been a pretty wild week.
Yeah, let us know what's up.
Yeah, you know, for sure.
What you been smoking
I've seen. Honestly, just some straight sativas this week. You know, you enjoyed the Sour Jack, and I think, you know, not to give too much away, but
I think that's going to be the name of the episode.
Sour Jack,
Sour Jack. We brought it back.
Apple Jacks and Sour Jack,
It's coming back.
Jumping Jacks and Sour Jacks. Bring it back, the Sour Jack.
Because I had to bring it back. I said we got to wood test the Sour Jack for sure.
So, what makes a good blunt weed strain?
Something that you can taste, like, you know, I always say the terps. It's all in the terps. You don't want something that just smells like burnt.
Well, if you were really interested in the flavor alone, wouldn't it be the raw black?
Yeah, but to me, halfway through a raw black, I don't like how it tastes. Like, where halfway through a backwood, I can still smoke it.
Yeah, that's literally an impossible stance.
Really?
I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just how
You said it before, yeah.
That's how I personally feel.
Yeah.
I just don't know why, but it gets slightly harsher when all that.
So I think the resin.
Yeah, it
a little
starts
bit.
getting super resonated.
I mean, when it's fuego, it develops like that oil ring, you know,
Right,
which is
right.
also difficult to smoke through. You know, because it's like interacting with the outside, not the inside weed. But yeah.
I think this will be the perfect test, though, right? Maybe we'll have the same entourage kind of effect as we smoke the bad one first, and then we smoke the good one, and we get the full effect.
You think it's a fuller spectrum because of the nicotine?
No. I'm saying because remember we ran the King Palm, and then the backwood made it taste good. So maybe the backwood will make that weed taste even better in the joint.
The fuller spectrum.
Yeah, from not having wood around it.
Oh man, dude, that's so funny to me. Thinking that someone might consider, like, yo, man, I smoke the blunt for the terps and the fullness of the spectrum. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is over, bro.
This is that gas you were looking for.
Holy God.
Kevy, can you open that, please, and thank you? Which is hilarious. Those people would have had a different reaction if they were walking by with that door.
All I gotta say is don't let this blunt go out.
Oh yeah.
No, because I don't even want to taste the relight. I just want the straight terp or dirt.
Thank you, my dude. So flavor is important to you when rolling a blunt.
Yeah, this is Flavor Town, bro.
Okay. So what have you been smoking on this week?
All kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Smoked on some. Yeah, I mean,
The viewers are going to need a little bit more than that.
smoked on some GMO that was fire.
Okay. Yeah, I had some of that in, you know?
Yeah.
And our cut was okay that we had. That was that shit we had a bit ago. So, like a week or two ago. And then we had some more, but actually of GMO. So really not that crazy.
This blunt smoking crazy. I know you think I'm kidding.
No, I don't.
Oh man.
I'm one of the few people I know that you won't bullshit with without like chuckling right away.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
a smoker right there.
You just respect the time in, you know?
Yeah, that's real deal right there. That's how to smoke them. That's a smoky thing. Look at that thing smoking. It's just putting off smoke. Look how much smoke it's putting off, bro. I was like, yeah, you got to get in on this, Kev.
Oh, man. Look at that.
You can blow rings with that. That's how hard it's smoking. Yep. For real.
Oh my house is filled with smoke right now.
I can't believe it. This thing has only been smoking for like fucking 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Okay, man.
Wow.
Well, this episode's coming in a little light.
Yeah. Think so?
We are just appreciating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, listeners.
I mean, this.
When it's good, sometimes it's like a work of art. And I think honestly, that's the joy
That's what the
of
silence
rolling
is from, yeah.
or breaking up and preparing your weed. What it really is when you're doing this, I don't care if you do it 50 times a day.
Yeah.
You know what I think is a big part of the reason of that? It's because you're taking 5 minutes out of your day to meditate for you.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay,
Center.
I'm just doing a
everything.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well, that's almost like an origami sense.
yes,
you
it's like a
know?
quiet silence
For
as
sure.
you conduct
You-
art.
And then you
know?
look down and you have this perfect. It's hard to say something's perfect, but every once in a while I roll a blunt that I'm like, this thing is fucking perfect.
Mm.
You know, and it happens more and more recently. You know what I'm saying? Since the woods haven't been like crap, you know, they've really been pretty
They think that
legit.
they're taking your input on this podcast seriously because they want you to run the torch.
I sure hope so.
Okay.
What's wrong? I love the huffs.
Nothing. Can I
Uh-oh.
blow your minds for a second?
Yeah.
Blow it.
Can I
Hold
ask
on.
you-
Wheel it. Yeah, Kevy. Right there, Kyra.
Say it right there.
I think both of you would be familiar with Susan Sarandon,
Okay.
possibly.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a photo of her, and I'd kind of like your guess on how old you think she is.
Wait, Susan Sarandon is the woman from Greece?
Have you ever seen Mr. Woodcock?
The one with Billy Bob Thornton?
I'm going
And
to show you a picture, and you'll know who she is.
okay.
And I have to guess her age?
Yes.
Okay.
This is.
Is she the lady from Greece?
No, isn't that... Okay, I know who that is. Exactly who that is.
Okay.
Guess her age? 72 years old.
63.
She's 45?
I'm more surprised you guys guessed older because she is 74.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
But
damn
I
close.
do
Yeah.
not think she looks 74.
No.
Considering
No.
this
No,
is
can-
what
can
she
I be
looked like
real,
in
though?
Mr. Woodcock, she looks exactly this.
I don't
Yeah.
want anyone to take this wrong way. My mom is like, not super
Your
young.
mom's age blows me away.
But
for how young
she
looks.
kind of blows me away by how, like, she's a little older, like 60 years old, but still looks super young.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That don't surprise me if this lady was like pretty healthy her life, that she's almost,
But to
70
me, She
something.
looks maybe late 40s.
But
late
it ju-
40s,
right.
and she is 70.
No, she could probably pass for a 50-year-old woman.
Yes.
60
She
tops.
hasn't
Yep.
aged in the past
No, that-
40
I-
years.
that's-
She's
So
done
let me
film.
also be real.
She's definitely had work done or something.
I've
almost
always
looks
been
like. No?
big into film, and it just made a lot of sense. And she's not the lady from Greece, but it just reminded me a lot. But I would say too, I guessed older, not knowing her age, just because of the setup. I'm like, there's no
Yeah,
way.
there was,
Yeah.
especially thinking about it, I
Yeah.
had to think like, is this lady younger or older?
Oh,
than
yeah,
mom?
like
And
when
I
she was a
oh,
hard
she must be
smoker for
older
30
than my
years,
mom.
you know?
Or
Right,
she's
she
super
must be
healthy,
older than
yeah.
my mom.
Yeah, and just
Right, so
cranking it. But 74 is killer.
That's how old she
That's
is.
what I'm saying.
74.
Yo,
That's the key to life.
How old
right
is
there, whatever
Elizabeth
she-
Hurley? Can you look that up?
Yes. What are some other actors or actresses that you think look young for their age?
Elizabeth Hurley for sure. If you look her up and then like look at her IG or any recent picture.
No, Benny, that is mind blowing though.
Yeah.
I
No,
just-
that's
Jennifer Lopez.
how old's J-Lo nowadays?
Oh, 50 plus.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Hurley does look young for her age. And I don't mean this offensively, but I think she looks young in her age.
Say it to the
compared
mic so you
how-
could truly offend them.
About how
Yeah.
Megan Fox does, where Megan Fox still looks young for her age.
But Megan
that's
Fox is what,
because
like
she has
40?
A lot of work done, and you can tell.
Why, how old's Megan Fox? She can't be more than 40.
No.
37? 38? That's my guess, is tops.
She's 35, but she.
That's
looks,
what I'm saying.
Okay, she
Yeah.
looks old.
Yeah, I didn't
okay.
think she was that
well,
old.
after her. Okay.
She looks mature though.
Because what was she,
But
18?
she
Not
had a
old.
lot
What was
of
she,
work done
18?
that made her
There's a
look older old.
Does she have work
18
done?
in Transformers.
I mean, it wouldn't
A lot,
surprise
yeah,
me if she
hold on.
had work done,
You
but
ever
like
seen
I don't know
her-
shit
you
about
ever
this
seen her
world.
thumbs?
The spoon
Oh my
thumbs.
God.
They look like
Thumbs.
toes.
Yeah, her.
They look
I'll
like
show you
big
her thumbs in a
toes.
second.
Yeah, she might have had work done on
Matt
them,
crushed
something
you
like-
with a spoon thumb. The
Bro, that
war.
thumb is crazy.
I'm glad you became the king, though.
Yeah,
you
I
know
had
what
to show
I'm
him
saying?
for sure.
Different
Yeah,
attitude when he's not in the studio.
for sure. I mean, his thumb was long. When I seen it before it came at me, I said, "This is a bullworm."
Yeah. I almost thought Birdie was out here. But yeah, J-Lo is very young for her age. Who is Ron Swanson's wife in real life? Not Ron. Oh my
Tammy?
gosh. Yeah, no, that's dumb. Nick Offerman's wife.
But
It is Tammy though.
Yes, it is Tammy,
Tammy
but
Offerman.
She also
she's an
aged
older
really
woman.
well.
Yes, exactly.
One
Okay,
of
so
my
your
favorites-
question,
Tammy.
if I can clarify, is not women who have remained youthful by that they're like 60 and they look 35. The question is who has matured as a mature woman and is still holding it up.
No.
Is that the better question?
well, no, Jennifer Aniston is famously, they say she's like older.
ageless,
And
like
she's ageless.
baby smooth skin.
Yeah, she's like,
all the time.
Yeah.
she looks younger.
Everyone from
than
Friends, besides the
because the fashion was so
Matt
bad in
Perry
the 90s.
is doing pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Matt Perry looks a little wrinkled.
Oh, okay.
You know, but everyone else is looking pretty
But
decent.
I just think the 90s were like so bad, or whenever they were shooting for clothes, that they look younger now because they're in even more modern fashion
Clothes.
stuff. They look.
I think
because they're so
Except from the
startling.
future or
Yeah,
something.
New York popping in the
Yeah.
90s. Yeah.
Which was not that popular.
This is a well-road joint.
I think for Vera Farmiga,
Yeah,
being
she's
47
another-
years old,
I need to see a picture.
she looks
I
extremely
haven't-
young for her
I don't
age,
know.
and
Okay,
I'm not
Bates
sure
Motel?
if it's a makeup thing.
Bates Motel.
Well, Bates
Okay.
Motel's
The
a little
mom.
bit
The
older,
mom.
also.
Yeah.
Though. It's not new.
I know, but he'll know who she is now.
Okay.
She
I'm
know,
gonna
he
show you
knows
a
the
picture
actress
of
now.
Vera
Yeah,
Farmiga.
I got her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the lady from The Conjuring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Winona
saying?
Ryder.
Oh, Winona
Winona
Ryder's
Ryder?
another one. She's got to be 50 almost,
Yeah.
right? She's a crazy.
All these people come on the show.
Yeah, we'll smoke joints with any one of you.
Yeah.
I roll a big backwood.
Winona Ryder is 49 years old.
See, I told you, I'm pretty good at
And how
this.
low is Jennifer Lopez?
Lopez or Aniston?
Lopez.
Lopez has got to be close to 50. Because Dre's getting up there too and stuff.
Now this is full on gassy.
Jennifer
Can I be honest?
Lopez is 51 years old.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm on this shit, dude.
This tastes better on the second or third rotation. I think the char has something to do with the changing the terp profile
So-
on that first roto or
Yeah.
something. That
No, I
first
feel like
couple
it's
of hits.
changed since the second time I hit it. The terpene profile.
It's
changed.
real gassy right
Even
now.
like when you lit it, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the last time I smoked it? But halfway through it, all of a sudden started tasting limey and crazy. And I was like, yo, what is this? That's,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were complaining there's almost no Jack citrus in there
that's
at first.
But there's
just halfway through.
Because Jack to me is like almost like Tabasco.
You get
I
spice
heat.
from Jack Herrera and it
Yeah.
blows my mind.
People don't.
It's like a creamy orange pine vibe.
I do. I
Most
get,
people
like,
feel like it's a pine cut or a citrus
well,
cut.
pine too. As I feel like I'm allergic to pining. That's something I'm really serious about. I feel like I'm allergic to pine trees and stuff.
Yeah.
So when I smoke, I feel like I'm like burning, and maybe it's because is how I read the terpene, like being slightly allergic to it or something. It could burn, and then a lot of them buds have that terp profile, and I'm thinking, oh, this is spicy. That's why sometimes I think I perceive sweet different than other people too.
Yeah.
Like where they're like, oh, this is so sweet, and I'm like, it's a little spicy. You know, I think I mean, I could have destroyed my taste buds. I mean, smoking cigarettes for fucking 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Could have definitely took a dampening on that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like when you quit smoking cigarettes, everything tastes crazy. You'll start drinking stuff and be like, this tastes nuts. Like Coca-Cola tastes nuts since I quit smoking cigarettes. Sometimes I don't even like it. Like, because it's like so intense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's slapping so hard that I'm like, feel like my whole mouth's burning. It's crazy. Really nuts.
You know who's probably the woman that's the oldest and has aged the best?
Betty White?
That's a good contender.
What's she, like 90? 100 years
She's
old?
up there.
That's what she sounds like.
How do you feel about Rob Lowe's appearance?
Rob Lowe's got to be getting up there too.
But do you feel he looks old?
No. I feel like he's in great shape.
I
I
would-
feel like he's one of those dudes that will always
Ageless.
be in great shape.
I think his character, Chris Traeger, is
Yeah,
like
his real
very
life.
close to
I
like yeah.
love Chris Traeger. Love Chris Traeger.
You. He got both
He's
hands.
57 years old. Would you guess he is
Wow.
57 based off of
Honestly-
his appearance if you saw him on the streets?
Only because he's letting himself like age gracefully a little bit in appearance.
Like, I would let Rob
You
Lowe
know?
I agree.
be my
yeah,
dad.
like he's looking.
You know
mature.
what I'm saying? You know, he's a good guy, though. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, you know, it's Rob.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
a
Rob.
good guy.
It's Pops.
But I always think, you know,
yeah.
Robs sometimes have certain personalities. They can be low key Robs or high key Robs. He's
He can be Rob Low
yeah,
Key.
yeah.
There you go.
I set
There
her
it
up and
is.
she just
Knocked it out
found
of
a
the park.
1,000.
I'm gonna hit you with a random celebrity super fight.
So hear me out. I think Lady Ray is the oldest woman that's aged the best.
Do you know how old she is?
But she's a mummy. She's a mummy.
She's mummified so that, like, it preserves them pretty well.
So easy thousands of years.
It's like, maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, there was a famous one, Nefertiti.
Yeah.
Never found her tomb though.
Really? What are you talking about? It's right across from the Giza Plateau. You heard
Yo,
about
Nat
that,
Geo,
right?
come on the show. We're gonna get you.
You heard about that, right? That
No.
they claim that tomb that's across from the Giza Plateau, that's mathematically like only like a centimeter or two off from like perfect alignment with the stars and shit. That's how they were saying that mathematically they did it. That was actually Nefertiti's palace.
Okay.
And which is kind of crazy though. Because they didn't really they tried to blacklist her or something supposedly or something. It was had something to do
Yeah,
with that.
she was posting really obscene shit to the gram, you know, and the Pharaoh's like, dog, you
Nah,
can't be doing this.
can't
This
be
ain't
posting
good
this
for the
on
party.
Tweet.
Raw is not gonna be very
Yeah.
forgiving of this.
But yeah, I mean, mathematically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty impressive what they did.
Well, yeah, just having the gram means you have so many things: TV, satellite, cell phone,
They had all
spaceship. Yeah,
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
yeah. It's really crazy, man. Like we find all their old phones, we just plug them on in, and you know, it's all hieroglyphics.
You see all the stuff
you know?
that's going on right now. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, with the UFOs
Yeah,
and the released footage.
yeah, and the fact that we're going to Mars, and supposedly there's
And the population
And I'm
control
not saying
stuff.
I'm a conspiracy person, but of course I am.
Yeah, that's I know.
But I've seen photos from Mars, and supposedly they're saying they might have found elongated skulls on Mars. You know what I'm saying? And that would because a lot of the stuff's public. If they're driving around on a rover and there's just an elongated skull or something crazy that they find, everyone's gonna see it. So they're like, okay, aliens, they're real.
They're just softening people up to
Yeah.
the idea.
They're like, Alien versus Predator.
Joe
7's
Biden
gonna
just
come
rips
out.
his head off. He's like, I'm an alien.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But it's really a hologram.
Being projected from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. What you got? Oh, you celebrity?
Oh,
super
celebrity
fighter?
super fight.
Sorry, we're all high.
I went got my drinks.
Oh,
It's okay.
did you get me a drink?
No, I will though.
Okay.
Here, drink this water, bro.
I want you to think about this one. Ice Cube and Jay-Z.
Ice Cube.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's not super street, so
Yo, Jay-Z's been selling crack since he's fucking 6 years old.
cool.
He used to ride his bike from fucking New York to New Jersey to sell crack. What are you talking about? Dude's a gangster.
I don't think selling crack makes you a gangster.
Bro, do you see the people you deal with
Hey, ooh, dude,
to
yes.
sell crack?
Guys,
You gotta be a gangster.
I have seen and been around and dealt with quite a few people, unfortunately, mad
dealt
at
crack?
crack. No, I've
You
never
said
dealt
I
crack.
dealt with.
People.
Okay.
Yeah, not dealt with crack to people.
Right.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate circumstance. I'm not huge into it, and you know, I have no issue with people enjoying themselves some chemicals with purity, and so long as they're educated on the risks.
But crack
not my
is
vibe.
whack.
But I'm just saying, selling something does not, in fact, make you a gangster.
No, I'm just saying.
I met a lot of dum-dums that have fucking been selling Freon off the backs of trucks.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's two different coasts, though. That's New York, bro.
Yeah.
You got to be a gangster to survive in New York, like, and really make it up.
I
and
don't think that's true either, bro.
I do, dude. To do what he did, like he was making supposedly in that time.
I just don't think New York uniquely.
Imagine being an 11-year-old kid and he was bringing 3,000 a day home. You don't think that's gangster?
Dog, I worked with a kid in the back of Ruby Tuesdays who was doing that at 13 and banging with gangs, dog. Like he was
No, but I'm
13
telling you-
years old.
But where?
Miami,
That's what I'm
Dade
saying.
County.
Excluding gangster status,
Yeah.
moves. You know,
What a combo to come in on.
I say fire in, fire out. The gas station. Check us out. Smell the loud.
We're just getting
White T.
like,
mad
subscribe.
hype. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, subscribe.
This is how we get most of our followers. Just walk-ins. Just window shopping. How you doing?
What do you
Looking
think?
for a new podcast this week?
Yo, come back. What do you think on Jay-Z versus
Yeah.
who was the other one?
okay, so stature.
Ice Cube. Ice
Ice
Cube started
Jay-Z,
NWA, bro.
Stature, moves.
No. Dre started NWA. The fuck are you talking about, bro? He was the writer for NWA, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Dre was the beat producer, and Ice Cube was the writer. He wrote Easy.
That's what
He wrote Easy
saying.
E's bars for
Ice
their
Cube
first
was
song.
not the guy who got him and round up the crew,
No, I think they.
they eventually found
believe-
Dre, and that's when they popped off.
No, I think Dre left New York because wasn't he originally from New York?
I'm
He
not
had
sure.
left New York at the time to go out there because that was like his original. That's like
I'm a
you know
little-
what I'm saying, because Dre didn't drop his own record till years later. You got to think this is what 87 or something, 88. NWA right was old. It wasn't like 90s because The Chronic was dropped in 1992. That's when Dre went solo on his own. Right? Do I sound crazy right now?
No, I'm just.
I'm just saying. I've seen the story. I watched the shit.
Okay, so Easy E formed NWA. Just to get it right.
But that doesn't make sense. That to me doesn't make sense because Easy E did right.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That doesn't mean he didn't start the group. So he
Right,
was a
no,
homie.
I
He
get
said,
what you're
I have
saying.
an idea.
But Ice Cube was
said,
like,
I
I
believe
got
in the idea.
lyrics.
And he's the ghostwriter, and I'll just make all
And
this
when
shit pop.
he wrote it, he said, you know,
So I
cruising
was
down the
wrong.
street in my 6'4", and Ice was like, if I say it, they're gonna check me. You know what I'm saying? But you ride the 6'4" every day, and if you say it, it's the truth. So you know what I'm saying? That's why Easy, when he said it, it was sounded like so gangster because he was really living like that. You know what I'm saying? And so like once Dre came into the picture though, they really became like NWA for real though. Like shit really popped off because Dre was making all the beats and shit. I'm not saying that they're both not gangster. I'm saying they're both real gangster.
I'm
though.
just saying Ice Cube has been committed in a few petty crimes, but was not involved in heavy gang violence.
Jay-Z
right. And
is
Jay-Z,
6'2".
he's 6'2".
Ice Cube is 5'8".
That's what I'm trying to say. This is a big old man. You stand next to Jay-Z, Jay-Z gonna make me look small. I'm 6'1". Jay's gonna be like looking up on Jay. He's gonna have a 3-4 inch fro. He's gonna be 6'5", standing there. You know what I'm saying? It's a Jigga man. That's what
All right, yeah, Jay-Z stabbed his producer. I'm on team
Yo,
Jay-Z.
you didn't know that? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, this is Jay, bro. Jay is like, bro, the most, like, they say he's like one of the, you never seen when, like, Offset said some shit about Beyonce in a song, and then the meeting between Offset and Jay-Z, and they had to cut the footage, like, no one knows what he said. Like, the camera audio is not there, but he checked him in front of, it didn't matter. He, like, kind of, like, was like, hey, you know, like, don't be putting my girl's name in your mouth. And he was like, my bad. Because you don't disrespect that dude. Because he's, even though they're a gangster and they made 23 million, that's the $1 billion man. Dre, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube's up there. I ain't saying he's not.
I'm just thinking,
But
man.
he stabbed a man to get to the top. You know what I'm saying?
So did we?
I think P Diddy comes in and takes the cake. He's got Suge Knight money still backing him.
I don't even want to. I would not even say the things I would say about that situation. I wouldn't even say about loud. That's how I feel.
Suge Knight killed him.
Nah.
Put it up, dog. Suge Knight,
Even
come on the
Easy,
show.
I think he killed Easy.
Yeah, dude, that's fucked up.
Is there an agreement?
Jay.
How about Deep Jay-Z? I apologize, Jay-Z. Wait, what happened?
I like that.
Oh, shit. I thought that was an alarm for a second.
Match is done.
No, I could tell Tyler almost started hitting me. I was like, "Oh shit, dude!" The fight started. You know, at the same time, just
Wait, was there another
goes
one?
back to his instinct.
Was there another
That's
one
it.
lined up?
That was the first one.
Dude, I'm spitting them one at a time. You know, they're grand.
Okay.
It's pretty gangster though. You got to watch out for
Stab. Stabby big stab. Why
I mean-
did he stab his producer?
why you think. He's like, that don't sound right. And the producer's like, you're gonna tell me how to produce? He's like,
No, that's
Stab.
not even it.
wait, way crazier. He owed him bread.
Mm-hmm. His name was Lance Rivera.
Lance Rivera, who was the producer. We should look up Lance Rivera. I bet his features are low. Get him on the producer. Oh, yeah, I got the guy that was stabbed by Jay-Z on the track. Pretty cool.
Began his music career when he met a neighborhood rapper named Christopher Wallace, who rhymed under the name Notorious B.I.G.
Of course, he was.
After hearing him perform, Rivera offered to finance his music
That's
career.
why I knew the name.
Yeah.
I said, who is... You said Lance
In
Rivera. I said, that's
1944,
like
when
the
Days
dude.
Recordings was created in partnership with Atlantic Records,
Yep.
Lance was put in charge of the artist's roster, which included the Notorious, Biggs, Prodigies, Lil'
Yeah,
Kim,
so he
and
was the
Junior
A&R
Mafia.
for Atlantic Records. That's why I'm telling you, for a long time, he was the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy. So that's the dude Jay stabbed?
Yeah.
That's
On
crazy
December
out of
1st,
anyone.
1999, Rivera was stabbed by Jay-Z at the release party for Q-Tip's album Amplified at the Kit Kat Club. The incident arose over the alleged bootlegging of Jay-Z's album Volume 3, Life and Times of S. Carter, before its release on December 28th. In late 2001, Jay-Z pleaded guilty to a third-degree felony for assault and was sentenced to 3 years of probation.
So he said straight up, because they took his album and released it earlier or some shit, like leaked it,
Allegedly.
that he allegedly knew he... Because think about it. Who had the record? Only probably one dude, and it was Lance. And he was like... Because he might have checked him on some real gang shit and only sent it to him. And so he knew that's the only motherfucker he ain't really got my back, and probably showed up like on some gang shit and was like, hey, like, this shit like on the dap up, like dapped him up and just stabbed his ass like real gangster. Like, you thought you got me, you didn't, and like said some crazy shit in his ears and then just left. It probably popped off. Holy shit, Jay. That's who I always wanted to get signed by. Even when I was a kid, I always thought like he was from New York and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, he would like be like the guy I would want to get signed by for sure. Damn, but he stabbed Lance Rivera out of Eddiewood. That's even more gangster. He's like, I stabbed Biggie's fucking producer, bro. That's fucking amazing, bro. He's a big guy. I'm telling you, man. I heard his story, and I was blown away by Jay-Z's story. It, like, pushed me. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the NWA stuff really, like, pushed me, too. But, like, Jay seemed like he really had it really crazy. Like, he was, like, put into the streets. He had no other choice but to be a trapper, like a real trapper.
Kevin.
You know, and that's kind of how things were back in the day, you know? You hear stories of, like, little kids, and they had a job, and they would take the bag to the bank.
I'm just being hyped for the pod.
You know what I'm saying? They're just taking the bag to the bank, and they don't think they're doing anything, but really, they're money laundering. And they don't know that they're part of this little chain, they're getting paid this little thing. But really, bro, this shit is going on forever.
It's deep.
Yep. Gangster roots. You gotta think the mafia ran everything. He's probably almost killed.
Yo, Kyra, I have a celebrity fight for you.
Oh, Kyra, the cat guy, we got to fight for you.
And, you know, you and Kevin, you're like the official, unofficial judges. So, you know, if you want to confer. Matt, Andy.
Isn't Andy training?
Andy.
Well, Matt also did some jujitsu.
Yeah, I would never count my dog Matt out in a fight, but I would never count out Andy. If you looked in his eyes, you'd know about.
I think
Matt's got some traps, dude.
Dude,
for sure.
before you guys came over today,
I think they would both die in the fight.
before you came over today,
to the death.
Glenn, before you guys came over today, he popped his shirt off on the camera, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's
Got
jacked.
traps for days, bro. You would. He's trapped up, bro.
He's in the trap.
Yeah.
I believe it.
He moves fluid like milk, bro.
our Matthew.
Oh yeah.
Our Matthew's trapped up.
Our little.
Oh,
Our little Matthew.
Matt's a strong guy. I wouldn't.
Mary
never
had a
think
little
that.
Matt. You know,
Nah,
his traps were bold as snow, man.
There's a lot of there's a lot of rage in both those boys.
That was a really good one.
I'm a rider, bro. I ride the fire. I ride the fire. Glenn won't use my beats because they're too provocative.
That's not true.
They're a little provocative.
They're a little provocative.
I just you want to know why I haven't used them yet? I'm gonna tell you why.
The world's not ready.
People don't know why I move or do certain things I do. I have shit in the vault like Dr. Dre because it needs the outlet. You get what I'm saying? I drop that song tomorrow. Cool, we got 200 views. If I got 100,000 followers and I dropped it, we just got 1 million followers. You get what I'm saying? So there's certain things I keep locked up because I'm ready.
I got you. There's a pace to it.
Yeah, once there's really the
And
people that are
momentum.
really going to hear it, I think that's the time to drop it. I don't want to wait necessarily. It's definitely going to get dropped, but I just don't. I always want the right stuff for it too. I wouldn't want to not fulfill the song.
Yeah.
The song needs certain lyrics or certain vibe to accomplish it. So you're gonna hit it with this fight? Oh, you didn't pick Andy?
Yeah, but why?
Damn.
I think
The eyes.
Andy has a little bit of crazy in him, and I think Matt does too. But I just think Andy, man.
There's no wrong answers. There's no.
I think
Yeah.
Matt is the wrong answer. I just think Matt. I just think.
No, Matt is a killer, yo. Matt stomped on a
believe
dude's
Matt's
neck
a
to get the
killer.
bread.
But Matt's
for 3
a
bands he
loving
chased
killer,
the
and I
bandos.
feel like his love for people would hold
Think
him
about
back.
right now, if
I think
Matt
Andy
was
would be a
standing on your
blind
neck like, "Give me
killer
that
in
3,000."
the level of killers.
All right,
I
if they
think-
had never known each other,
Oh,
remove their
whoa.
relationship. Because I think Andy, too, would also hesitate in terms of the friendship. They're really boys like that.
Where you think Matt would
agree.
just go in for the death strike, and he would just
like go.
hesitate.
You think
and
Matt's
just
going
get
through?
killed by Matt?
You think Matt's
I
going
think the
throat?
first
He's
hit,
going.
Yeah,
like
right
Matt
away.
might be like, "I'm gonna drop his ass," and he hits him with the first one, and then when Andy just
Matt-
stands there and
Matt
gets
has some
fucking
reach.
crazy, then it might just get like.
Tyler, why are you not answering this question?
Oh, because there's a super fight. I just want to know.
Yeah, but I also
I
answered
had
the
to
last
choose
two
Jay Z or Ice Cube.
I
I came forward Ice Cube, but then
He had to
Jay
get
Z
the
stabbed
facts.
somebody, so I'm like, that's a little more gangster than petty crime. That's a felony, felony assault.
I don't
Okay,
think
so if
I
we
don't
were
think you're
putting
necessary.
Jay-Z
Hey,
on
can I be
Andy.
real? Can I be real with you, Kyra?
My boy.
I don't think you're
Because
necessary.
I see
think?
Jay Z pull a knife on Andy, I'm like, Jay Z, I'm sorry, it's not a one-on-one anymore.
So if you won against Jet Li,
Yeah.
and Andy won against Jay Z,
Me,
does that mean you and Andy are going head to head?
we would have to.
So
Triller, pick it up.
Tyler, celebrity super fight,
Me and Andy,
Andy and Tyler.
me.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
See, there
Are you saying that because you're
there was-
sitting next to Tyler
There was
and
a
you're
man
scared?
in front of him, and whoever
That's
he would answer the same thing if you asked him me or him. He's never gonna let his confidence down. That's what makes you a winner. Like if you ask me the same
But are
thing,
you
I'd say
letting your
I'm
confidence
going to
down?
kill
Is
him
that
in
what you're
3
saying?
strikes.
Yeah, he
you know what I'm
wouldn't,
saying?
you know?
I might not, but I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it before I try.
It's the attitude of a champion.
That's how winners are made.
Yeah.
You don't go, I'm gonna lose this one for
Right.
sure, and then you win
I
somehow.
would crack Floyd Mayweather in the jaw.
For sure. You'd have to try. He'd have like 10 dudes hitting you right after that.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, blah, 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 blah. You got 36 hands hitting you. You're on the ground like Jake Paul just getting beat up.
I didn't say
I got his hat. Big fucking deal. You got punched like 35 fucking times.
So Glenn and Tyler Sarangi. Tyler Sarangi.
Obvious.
Are you asking me?
I'm sorry.
I think Glenn fights me like Bruce Lee, but I have to put him down like I did Jet Li.
I understand.
He's gonna come at me with the Italian leather shoe.
Oh, I'm taking the sandals off.
Oh yeah.
I'm going barefoot.
Oh, that's a good
For
one.
sure. Always.
I'll be poised on the beach, and you'll have to fight with the sun in your eye.
I'm
I get up at 4.
gonna rent a plane.
Yeah, I'll still be at the beach before I'm up at 4, dog.
No, I'm gonna roll through the night. You know me. You can text me when you wake up, but my ass was still up.
Okay, you just don't
I
sleep for
might be
days.
groggy, but I can kamikaze a plane right into the beach.
It's like sun in my eyes.
Boom.
Yeah.
This morning on a beach, 2 men were killed. 1 standing, 1 flying a plane.
Yeah.
They were mortal friendships, enemies.
It's just the crazy thing about me, though, dude, is like if I focus my willpower into a single cell in my body, it will regenerate into a full-grown man in consciousness. You know, so.
I'm scared, man.
You should be. Can I be honest with you?
Tell me. How high did you get off the sativa?
It's
Backward.
pretty good.
I'm pretty buzzing. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm like, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm up.
How did you get? On a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of stimulant. You know, like energetic.
It's a 7
You're
and a
up.
half,
You're noticeably up.
After
Yeah.
just smoking an indica, like an indica hybrid. You know, earlier I was smoking I was smoking some of that shit.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
an
was indica
straight
hybrid.
indica.
Yeah. So to have straight sativa and feel this, la la la.
Where are we at for time, Kevsky?
I know we're there almost. We can smoke this joint on the way out. 36 minutes.
Yeah, you pussy.
Oh, nah, we got plenty of time to smoke this. You're the one making me feel like we were fucking. It's the sativas. The sativas, you'll be like, it's been an hour.
This podcast
It's been like
got
13
We've
minutes.
been poised against each other in a fight, and now it's catty.
Who, me and you? I don't care that you would have to fight me to the death.
No, I would. I would kill her a lot.
I just understand the fact of fighting to the death. One man.
You
will
understand
win.
what it is to have a champion's mentality.
Yeah. I think we would both die. We would die with like our hands in each other's stomachs, just pulling out our intestines, smiling at each other. You know, and that's like fucking 3 minutes later, we're both dead on a beach.
What would be your killing strike?
Oh, just hand right through the bottom of the ribs, just right through, and I pull everything out.
Okay, true. I think I used the titanium in my ankle and a sweeping axe kick down.
I feel that.
Yeah.
That's okay. My collarbone's already broken. That shit's for shit. It's just
That's why I threw it there.
It just gets blasted.
I targeted. I know
That's
your
gone.
weakness.
I knew you would do that.
And you took the opportunity.
Just
Yeah.
full lunge.
It's like 5 years go by. It's
Yeah.
like I get a
I'm
steel
not- yeah, we're
plate
bo-
in my stomach,
yeah.
and you get reinforced collarbone.
We have like robot arms. Like
You're like, we got wealthy, and we decided
Yeah.
we never wanted to have to even worry about it.
that's like how to get the strongest metal in the world to try to be able to punch through a steel plate again if it ever happens.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone ever wins in a fight. You always feel like you could have did something you didn't do. You know, both of them. However it went. Quick or slow or faster. Where some dudes just like fuck up. You watch those videos where they fuck up.
I forget where it was,
They
but
just
like,
get knocked out. It's like, well, you were
so
just
not
standing
that
there
you
with your
shouldn't
hands
take
down
the
like
art
an
of
idiot.
war with a grain of salt,
Yeah.
but there's a quote about conflict. It's like if you would win nothing, in the conflict, you know, and would choose to avoid it, that is a loss. But if you will win nothing out of conflict, then you cannot, or you should not engage in the conflict. You know, but
what kind of thing? you
but
know?
if your avoidance of the conflict would cause continued conflict, then you should engage in the conflict.
That's how I feel though. Like it depends. So
if there was something to squash, I'd rather squash it and then it grow
I'm
into
walking
something
by
crazy.
some guy and he says some crazy shit to me. I'm probably gonna let it fly and just get in the whip and drive off because I could give a fuck. He's probably on dope. But if he says some shit about my girl or something, I might get crazy. And that's what I got to worry about.
Sweet Soterpia makes my nose tingle.
Anyone. He, she. I'm just saying in a random scenario.
Oh my gosh, I
Nice.
need a tissue. Can I get a tissue? Can I please have a tissue?
Oh, that means Kyra. Could you please get us a tissue? You thought this podcast was going good?
Yeah, until just there's snot everywhere.
Jazzy.
I know. That second, can I get a tissue, was so sad and quiet, even to hear it come
I
out
did.
of my mouth. Thank you.
She heard your cries.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I still think it smoked good out of the back.
Yeah, it did smoke good out of the back, but it smelled great out of a raw black.
Wow. I don't know. It's a little spicier.
You think so?
Can you tell me?
I don't think it's spicier. I think it's one of those things, man. So how do you feel about Water Honda, man?
I don't talk about it.
Okay. Is there a reason why you don't want to talk about it?
It's just some things aren't that funny.
Yeah, you really all the years it's brought you no joy. You've been the one person.
I guess I'm the guy. The one guy. There's always one guy. That's like not
It's just
into it.
strange to meet him. Like you would never meet the one guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, like think of a thing that you would do, and you would always just tell yourself in your head, there always be literally just that one guy.
Yep.
When would you ever meet him? That's extremely unique.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, you know, if that, maybe
Yeah,
dozens of
yeah.
lifetimes.
Maybe. I'm just not into it.
Like imagine meeting the guy who invented a paperclip. I mean, that's terrible because he's long dead, most likely.
yeah,
but-
he got put out by the staple.
Yeah. You think so, though? Paperclip's pretty useful.
Tyler, can I challenge you?
Wait,
Do you know who created the grinder?
the app or the spice grinder?
The spice grinder.
Okay.
The Egyptians?
These early Sumerians with mortar and pestle.
If this is a guess, I don't know the answer. I just wanted to challenge you.
Oh, got you. My thought goes to
I was like, maybe look it up or something.
my thought goes to early civilization, and I
Yeah,
think
I'd say Egypt or Sumerian. It's got to be Sumerians. They're the oldest people.
well, they had like the civilization where like they started domesticating and
Yeah,
blah blah
all
blah.
that shit.
I would imagine it'd be stonework people too.
Had to be like mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
exactly. Their shit was
Watch it be
so
like
dry.
2008. It's a person who like patented like the,
first
Santa Fe
patent
shredder.
for a wheat grinder was in Australia,
Oh yeah, we fucked up. Right?
1905.
1905.
For cannabis specifically?
An herb grinder.
Okay. Okay.
He holds the
When I look up weed grinder, Tyler, it comes up with herb grinder.
Yeah, I got you.
You know,
I hear you.
Google.
Hashtag Google come on the show. We know you're listening through Alexa.
What's that, Tyler? Like, shut up. It's for real. For real.
You were so mad when you came into the studio and you're like, you need to get that thing the fuck
Yeah,
out
that
of
was the
here.
first thing I said is, what the fuck would you have that in your house?
I said they gave me a lot of money for it, bro. I didn't even have to pay for it. They're giving them away like candy.
What's his name? Her name.
Who?
Whoever made the grinder. It was
Louis Heim was in the 20th century who created the first centerless grinding machine as an industrial tool for processing plant matter on a larger scale. But William Wingfield and John Balding in Australia had the first patent for it in 1905.
But hear me out. The antiquity of the motor and pestle is well documented in early writings such as the Egyptian Eborus Papyrus.
I didn't ask about a mortar and pestle.
But that's the earliest grinder.
That's the
though,
earliest grinder.
right? This
But you
thingy?
knew what I meant when I said grind.
No, I legit, I thought this. That's why.
Right.
When
That's
you
why
said,
he went so old, I think.
Yeah, if you would have said weed grinder, I would have said I don't know what I would have said.
wouldn't have got
I
it
wasn't
right.
posed with that predicament.
He
in my
wouldn't have
head.
said an Australian, that's for sure.
I would have been wrong, but
Three Australian guys
it
just-
wouldn't have been something else than Sumerian.
10,000 years before that. We're talking Pangea, bro.
Yeah, I think the first grinder was definitely the teeth of like a brontosaurus.
Yeah,
Really grind it down, herbivore style.
agreed. I don't think you're wrong.
Now it's fascinating though that it took them till 1905 though to develop a herb grinder.
Was it just a patent? When did patenting start?
No, because in the 1800s, 1700s, they had herbal medicine. So
Tiffany's had
They-
patents and Colt had patents for before then.
yeah,
right?
and I would imagine too, like legit, they would have used either a mortar and pestle. Otherwise, like then the weed grinder gets done, and you can cut things up without having to turn it to a powder or a paste. Which there's definite benefits there.
Because
So
that is the mortar and pestle will turn it to almost to a paste,
or
right?
a powder, depending on like the
Okay.
moisture content and stuff. And you rub stone
Right, stone
into
on
it
stone.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
the weed grinder would cut up your shit ideally without any of that.
Nice.
So that's crazy.
Wild.
And what was the name of the person?
Lewis something, right?
Lewis Hyde.
Lewis Heim.
Lewis Heim. You guys just learned some shit. We learned some shit.
Just found a way to enlighten you.
Who invented the rolling paper?
The guy from Raw. Once he did that, he reinvented it.
No, he just went back in time.
Yeah.
He builds a spaceship out of just like really thin papers. You almost can't see it.
Almost.
It's like it's a time machine.
No one believes it. It's like, boom.
Paper's so thin they like bend light around it.
That's what I'm waiting for. The thinnest paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What if we just dip papers in like mirroring agent?
I'm gonna try to
silver
end
some
up just
paper.
rolling. Just the weed just stays how it is, and you can just light it and smoke it with no paper. It just stays there like this.
Alejandro Rislet de Campton Lecras invented the rolling paper in Spain in 1703, and it was called Pepe.
Pepe. Let me get some pepes. Remember? Some papes. He was on the right shit. Some pepes. Same thing. 1709?
1703.
1703.
That's fire.
He was smoking in 1703. He said, I got this sick idea. We don't have to hit these crappy bowls anymore. We just roll it up in
He's
this
like,
paper.
he's like, I grew up and it just tasted like shit all the time.
He's like, dude, it just every time I hit the bong, they never.
I went to
clean
go
the
give my
water.
mom a kiss and she just been smoking tobacco pipes for 20 years.
I said, Mom, roll it like this. That's not a Spain
No, they would've had the high
accent. Sorry for that one.
Are you able to produce a Spain accent?
No, it would be close to my accent. They're close.
If you heard it, could you do it?
Oh, most of the time. What?
You're not gonna do it?
Like Antonio Ben? It's like that Spain.
You just start naming
Antonio
Spanish
Banderas
people.
kind of accent.
Debbie.
No, mama. Is that better? A little less Italian? No, mama. A little better? Okay. No, mi ma. Something like that. It's pretty good. It's better than like the little kids in Full Metal. They're like, hey, Eddie, can you play with me?
My big whopper.
My big For real. The fuck? Like, yeah, that's clearly a grown man talking like a little girl.
For real.
It's fucking weird.
Weird.
Yeah, weird's weird, man.
Fucking weird, dude.
I still think the backwoods smoke better than Rob Light. That bitch was a fatty. I think I put like 2.4 in it. That thing was a chunk stick. Is that a Spanish accent?
Yeah.
Joanne, we see it. Super chill. Look,
Nope, it's awful. This is a terrible
Super
segment.
chill. Good? No, mi ma. Chill.
Yeah. So
That's the
can
best
I
can
do an Italian accent?
Hey, go ahead.
Is it okay?
Do you know learning any language? They say that getting the accent is the most important part.
Learning any language.
Do you believe that though? It's
Do you
not
believe
like
that,
some
though?
fucked up thing like you're mocking them. If you're speaking Chinese and you're trying to speak like a white person, it's gonna sound terrible.
terrible. This is trying to sound like you. Oh shit!
Be
He put
trying
the
to sound
delay
like
on.
Tyler.
Oh, what are you doing? You're fucking me up.
Fucking me up.
Was that you?
Fucking me up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He thought it was the fucking delay. This weed's awesome. I feel like we should just go on an adventure right now. Maybe get one of these golf carts.
Hit.
Oh man. Yeah, the last episode. Sorry about the ending. We screwed the pooch.
I'm gonna clip this ending too.
Are you
Just in post, though.
Just think it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So good, like Vin Diesel.
It's all good.
It's all.
You wanna hit a dab?
It's all.
That's how I really think I sound to people, like this, like hey, what's up? I hear my own voice in my head, and it's like,
Okay, so-
and then I hear my own voice coming back in my head, and I'm like, I sound fucking stupid.
How do
Nothing I
you
can do
think
about
your
it.
voice sounds to other
How do
people?
you think your voice sounds to other people?
You think my voice is that low?
I think it's that low. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm like, yeah, I'm up here, dude. I'm like fucking hair metal voice, like, get the fuck out. I'm up here, bro. You know what the fuck? I feel like my voice is high as hell. Everyone else is like, hey, what up, bro? I'm like, yo, what up, man?
You think I speak
chilling.
like this?
I'm over here just running that
My name's
shit.
Tyler.
Yo, my name is Tyler.
My name is Tyler.
My name is Tyler.
I'm moving smooth.
I'm really smooth.
I'm moving smooth.
I move smooth.
It's like, damn.
That reminds me of what's his name. That's what we
Covered
were
in
watching
butter.
the other day. Reggie Watts.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, he's crazy, bro. He's like, I put that shit up and then I put it. He gets crazy. His accent is so funny, bro. I was like, that dude has a voice. You know,
Uh-oh.
it did it. Don't mess with me. Stop fucking with me.
Stop, Kevin, you're good.
Yeah, I am gonna cut this all up crazy.
Yeah. Put it.
But what I'm saying though
put
is,
it.
Reggie
Make a
Watts,
beat.
I'm moving
Beat. Make a
smooth.
beat. Make a top.
top notch, dude.
He's crazy.
I love him, dude. This shit's epic.
I'm
Bro.
a robot.
It takes you on a journey, bro. Like,
Oh, everything he does is crazy.
Yeah.
I
It's
eat
wild.
batteries.
I watched him trance out
Not
with that
about
dude who
batteries.
just like is in his underwear half the time on the
Oh,
keyboard.
Mark Rebier.
Yeah,
Yo,
that
shout out
dude.
to Reggie Watts, Mark Rebier. Come
Yeah,
on the
I
show,
checked
bro.
that
Come
out.
on the
They were
show.
nuts.
Come on the
I was like, if you guys
show.
want to have trip some
Come on the
shrooms and have a
show,
jam
Mark.
session like that, you should hit us up.
Mark.
Yeah,
We got the
Let's all jam
capability.
Come on the show.
I bet if we reached out, they would probably vibe with us.
dude, that would be so epic.
Yeah, it would be.
Doing Russell Brand, Elon Musk, bro.
I would
on,
have
show.
such a hard time not doing Russell Brand impressions right in front of him.
Can you
Dude,
do a
he'd love
Russell
it.
impression
He would
now?
love it. What are you talking about?
I would have to do it like I would want to hear his
Oh, I think
voice
he'd
and
love it.
copy it so
I think
much.
he'd love it so much.
That's cheating. You know Russell Brand's voice.
I know, but I would just.
That's cheating.
I would have to
That
really.
makes you a copycat, not an impersonator.
Here, check this out, man.
Let me just look at him, baby.
Yeah,
I,
That's
yeah,
what-
just look at it.
That's what I'm doing right now. Here you go. Got a picture of Russell Brand
No
right there.
Russell Brand's voice. Do not.
Hey, I'm Russell Brand.
all right, let me
Good
think.
to meet you,
Let
Brand.
me just think of something he said in a movie that I really liked.
He told me my voice was low, so I'm trying to spice it up.
All the time.
You fucking the little Jonas Brothers. Come here, listen, little shits. That's what Mickey Mouse sounds like. Russell Brand, he's like very specific. It's really hard. I gotta.
Insensitive.
You can do it, friend.
I'm trying, bro. I'm really just
I'm
trying.
Russell Brand.
I can't even
You
think
do
of
it
something
all
he
the
said
time.
in a
Don't
movie.
even play.
I'm trying to think of something.
I love Russell Brand.
I think he's trying to something.
He's on YouTube. I watch him.
If you just played like just a
Russell
little
Brand
bit of, I
on the
could probably
show.
nail it pretty good.
Dude, you got it, man. It's within you. You're bowling with the rails off, but you've been bowling strikes, bro. You don't need the rails anymore.
He's like, I've never seen any. He goes, I've never seen you before in my life. He says to fucking, what's his name when he walks in on the balcony? No, that's the other guy. He goes, hold up, that's the other guy's accent. He goes, I've never seen him before in my life. He had this crazy, like, English accent. Russell Brand has a higher pitched. I can't think right now. I'm too high, bro. I need to hear it. I'm gonna fuck it up. And I can't even think of one line he says right now because I'm so high on this shit. What's one thing he says to Jonah Hill in the movie? That's what I'm saying. You're all that high too. You can't even name one thing he says and get him to the Greek.
He tells him to rub the furry wall.
Yeah. He goes.
It's a Jeffrey.
No, my favorite. He has so many voices within himself too, though, because he be doing accents and shit.
A lot of people have asked me what I think about Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah Winfrey
See, Oprah,
regarding the royals.
Of course, it's really high. See, it's a lot higher than I thought.
Can't play any more of that video.
It's pretty high. It's higher than I remember.
How about this? Okale dokale. It's pretty good, right?
That's what you think he sounds like?
Is it bad? I'll watch it back in post.
Yeah, you'll find out how bad it was. I used to have a better accent because I did it a lot, you know? And I used to watch a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
nowadays I'm too high.
Are you good at impressions otherwise?
Usually. Yeah, it depends.
It's like Conor McGregor.
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's hard, bro. Like, I would be better at doing, like, voiceovers, like, because I have to hear the things, have references, you know? I can do an all right Vegeta.
Can you hit us with the Vegeta?
Dude.
He goes, listen here, Kakarot. He's like, I'm telling you, Kakarot. He gets, like, real. He's, like, pronounces all his...
That is pretty close.
Oh,
I
he's
would
pretty...
say.
He's... That's how he sounds.
Yeah, that was pretty legit.
I'm
Vegeta
telling you.
impression.
I used to fuck with him. I mean... He's, like, throaty yet diaphragmic. Because I mess with that stuff, you know? Like, even designing a voice or a sound, I thought about it for a long time. I didn't just be like, hey, I'm going to rap like this. I think that shit would sound whack. I hear people do that nowadays, bro. They just do voice dubbing of shows.
Yeah, I was looking for a screenplay. I'm going to do that for the next episode. Thank you. I'm going to get that for the next episode. We'll do some back and forth stuff with some voices.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I'm not quite sure what show. We'll do some thinking on that. But you'll be a character. I'll play a character.
It'd be fun.
We'll try and get you into, an acting role now that things are coming back.
Yeah. I could be whoever.
Yeah.
If
We'll remove your hair in post.
I'd look like Mr. Clean.
You-
It's like 2 days right there.
All right. I feel you. Everyone's got their opinion. I feel you. Wasn't the look you thought I'd look like without hair.
Because I know you.
It don't look anything like that.
Yeah, part of me's got to know, man, was the fact that Mr. T's in a white t-shirt. That you're just like, yo, this is the dude.
If you just shaved my head off, bro, and left a beard, wouldn't I look just like him? If you shave it all, I'd look like Mr. Clean. You don't think so? It's the tan. I'm too tan. It's one's too dark and one's too light. No. I think I'd look like shit, bald and no beard. I'd look crazy, right? Tyler might leave. We gotta get him something. He might need some more B12.
I needed the energy, man.
These sativas definitely helping.
Oh my gosh.
So that sour jack came back.
Yep. So we're gonna start calling Glenn Mr. Clean. I'll ask Sam to get a Photoshop job in.
In the kitchen.
Here, yeah, can you do it right in, here? Move the microphone. and give me one of these. There it is.
Maybe he's more serious. Hold up. Oh, what? He doesn't want to be creepy.
Hold on.
He is slight smirk. Teeth? Oh, he shows teeth? There it is.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, I told you. I know that dude. He's more of a... I got it.
Oh, no, he's got a cross arm.
Oh, he's like this.
Lowe's personality.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'll clean that bitch. See, he's got a good tan in that picture.
That's what I'm
I'm
you're
saying
right.
I might look like dude, I get the white eyebrows when I'm 70.
You let me bleach your brows.
Yeah.
Bro, that's who I'm going to be for Halloween.
Dog.
Can I do it?
If
I'll
you
do it.
guys will share
I will
this,
come
I'll
on.
do white eyeliner.
if
It'll
you
work.
guys will help get our YouTube page to 1,000, Glenn will shave his head bald.
Yep.
If not, we'll do it anyways, but you could subscribe for the effort.
Yeah. And if you are a part of those 1,000 subscribers, tell your friends, have them subscribe, and then we'll release a video. Glenn is like, oh no, Tyler.
What, 1,000 subscribers?
Yeah. That's monetization status after we get the views, which
We
we
get
will after that
10,000,
video.
I'd shave my head.
10,000 subscribers?
That's not even a lot. Like, people post that and, like, people just jump on it just
That's
to have
true.
people shave their head.
Some people do it a little inorganically, but I hear you.
Bro, okay, how about this? 100,000 subscribers. I will shave every hair on my body. Every one of them.
Yo, you give us 1 million subscribers,
Everywhere.
we'll laser it off.
Laser it. I'll look like Creepy Man. Run it.
It's so
The
smooth.
problem is you're going to put this video out,
Uh-huh.
and in 5 years, you guys are really big, you're going to have forget that you have said this, and then everyone's going to go like...
I don't even care.
5 years when you're
I'm gonna do
it.
I'm gonna do it.
And you're happy.
Fanny, you're gonna have the smoothest man on the block. I'm gonna be like, fucking, you throw water on me, it's just gonna drip off. You know where the fuck
You're
I
gonna
am.
be able to run
I'm gonna
through
be
a
putting my
pool, bro.
wigs on in the morning, like my Vegeta wig, putting my eyebrows on. You can do my makeup. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna fucking be overlooking the ocean or something. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Shave them, Peppy. That's what I'd say. Run it. Laser it. Once again, as always, I just want to shout out everyone who chills, hangs out. We want to appreciate you because we appreciate you.
Shout out Mr. Clean.
Shout out Mr. Clean, Mr. T, everyone.
Shout out Jay-Z.
Shout out JC. He
Shout
put
out
it
guy
down.
who got stabbed.
His name was Louis Rivera. He has a name. Just like Heim. He has a name. He has a name, Tyler.
Okay.
As always, fire in.
Fire out. Much love, everybody. Thanks for stopping by the gas station. We'll catch you next week. Like, subscribe, share, do your thing. We appreciate you. Oh my gosh, I'm in tears, dude.
I know, you were bright red.
He looked at me at one point. He was so red, I couldn't even look at him. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, he's
He was
gonna get
blown
laughed
up.
worse."